Oh my God, sperm banks and engagement parties. That's what we're talking about on Baby Daddy's After Show next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's amazing how the unexpected can take your life and change directions.
So true. That's my own life story. Hi, welcome to Baby Daddy After Show here on AfterBuzz TV and AfterBuzzTV.com. I am one of your hosts, James Lott Jr., and I'm here, of course, with my wonderful, he's not even a co-host, just we're both like one host together.
That's right.
Mr. Dakota T. Jones.
Hey guys, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones.
That's important, YouTube. And you can find me at James Lott Jr. on everything, but on YouTube, it's the super organizer, James Lott Jr.
Ooh.
I am now on iHeartRadio, and so it's very exciting. You
That's
can find
so
stuff.
awesome.
Yes, so find some good stuff on there.
Exciting.
I was thinking
Congrats.
about YouTube. I'm on YouTube.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, folks. Thank you.
I'm very happy for you. That's crazy awesome.
Actually,
Radio.
it's kind of crazy.
Love
it's
it.
Crazy. And so we're talking about Baby Daddy's, the show on Freeform, and talking about episode 12, still season 5.
Still season 5.
Still season 5, and it's called Ben-Semination. Thank you. Woo, I was like, this episode was a little risque, a little bit. This show is so funny. They do these topics sometimes that are kind of adult.
Yeah.
But still kind of a bouncy...
Like a bouncy fun.
Yeah, kind of way.
Bouncy.
It's kind of bouncy. I can think about it. Kind of bouncy. It's not too. It's still PG-13.
13, maybe 13, 14, like 16.
PG-17.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Something like that.
Yes. We want to thank you guys for our first episode we did last week.
Yes.
Close to 1,000 views.
Wow, that's so cool.
I know, it's us, you and I.
That's awesome.
That was really crazy. So thank you guys for watching and commenting. As you know, we do talk back.
We do.
Between me and Dakota, we do talk back
We talk
online.
back.
Yes, we do. We appreciate that. And also, we're also on iTunes, so make sure you go on there, because I found out we have not had a Baby Daddy show in 2 seasons.
Wow, yeah.
And
that's
people were asking for it. So now it's back. So tell everybody.
Back, yes.
You
Tell all your
everybody.
friends.
You tell all your friends. So let's get right into the episode of Ben-Semination. And so, also want to thank the folks who are in the live chat now.
Yep.
Marcelo Costa, Boo69Bs, we know that person, of course.
Yes.
Charles Ray, hi you guys. They're mentioning that there's more to the tape.
There's more to the tape.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's right. That's what he said. There's more to the tape that it may play a part later in the season.
Ooh. I'm excited.
I know. And also someone mentioned, they said it feels like they're trying to do like a Chandler Monica thing from Friends.
I
Or a
totally
Ross
agree.
and Rachel thing from Friends.
Yep.
That kind of thing. And I'm like, maybe. So we'll talk about things. The episode ends on a note like that.
Yes, for
so
sure.
it opens up with, of course, a classic slapstick moment with Ben.
Yep.
Because she's upset.
Yeah, she's still upset. She's having a hard time. She starts moving her furniture around. She's having like a midlife crisis pretty much at this point. And
Yes.
Ben tries to come in. She's moved the couch right in front of the door. So
know.
he trips over. He brings her coffee.
Yes.
For someone who just, got out of a relationship with this person and now her brother's dating,
Yes.
I'm kind of like, maybe, comforting, bringing coffee, chilling is maybe not the best thing to do because she's emotionally vulnerable,
Good point. But I think also that I guess it's a weird fine line because they are kind of friends. They're all childhood friends, right? I know it's weird.
It's weird.
That's a little weird.
It's weird. They
But-
made out.
They did. Well, they actually did.
Yep.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. A shout out from Brazil, Canada, Argentina's in the house. Jorge.
Wow.
Hola, Jorge.
Hola.
Hola. Okay, so yes. So I love the slapstick part. That's why I bring it up, because there's 3 different slapstick moments on the show tonight that are so good. They really do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so agile. Jean-Luc is just like
He's so great.
he's so good. And of course, there's a funny play of words with the word issue in the beginning. You heard Riley.
Yep.
She's angry still. She's not having it. And then her mother comes in. I love that actress.
She's great.
I forgot her name already. I'm sorry to write down her name in real life, but she was great on Old Adventures of New Christine, or New Adventures of Old Christine. I don't know what it was. She was great on that. She plays Jennifer, her mother.
I absolutely loved the relationship between her and Bonnie. I
Yes.
wasn't even
Oh, I know.
concerned about Riley and her mother's relationship. I was in love with the tension between Bonnie Wheeler and Riley's mother, Jennifer.
Yes.
Like, I was obsessed.
Me too. And I think folks agree with. We're going to talk about some great lines that came up just during the whole thing. It was so funny.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, both of them are trying. See, both mothers are talking. Also, Danny was like doing push-ups, trying not to think of her. But he's thinking of her, of course.
Right.
And both mothers are there trying to talk their son and daughter into how to work. It's gonna blow over. I never liked the Wheelers. It's gonna blow over. And they try to come together, but they hate each other.
They hate each other. So they're like battling that fine line of I want to help my child, but then again, I hate this woman.
Yes, I know. They're so well. And Bonnie, who's played by Mr. Peter, she's so tall and big, just like hunks over her. She's so good.
She's so great.
Meanwhile, so Ben hits on a cute girl at the shop, and she's really pretty. It turns out she's not really into him. And then Tucker comes in, and obviously Tucker knows her name is Giselle. They've been talking.
Yeah, she is the nurse at the sperm bank down the street.
Yes.
And apparently Tucker has been donating.
For extra money, like $200 a month or whatever.
I guess so.
Or every other week.
He said he does it every week, once a week.
Oh, yeah, once a week.
And I'm like, wow, Tucker, like...
It's $800.
That's a lot of money. But when you think about it, like, you have children out there floating around. Like,
well, they bring that up in the episode.
Scary,
They do. They bring it up in the episode. I always said if I had an egg, I'd give it away. They give a lot of money for eggs.
Yeah, they do.
Not for us, but for women to give eggs.
That's crazy.
Give money for them. But it's kind of a weird thing. Yeah, it's like it's a touching thing to do for somebody. And if you're thinking, I don't want to have kids of my own, I already have kids, you don't mind. But for me, it'd be too weird. I couldn't do it.
I could not do it. And basically, he's telling her, hey, look, I hope to see you soon.
He wants to date her.
He wants to date her. So then basically he cons Ben. Not really con because it doesn't take much for Ben to want to do this.
Doesn't.
But basically he's conning Ben in a way to go donate. So then that way Tucker can have his alone time with Giselle because he's already donated his for the week and he basically wants to just go and have a more conversational speaking matter with her rather than just being, all right, thanks. What room do I go in? Cool. Yes. So that's kind of what's going on. And Ben's like, you know what? I don't know if I can leave the bar. All right, I'll be at the bank.
Yeah.
Didn't take much to convince
No,
him.
it didn't. Thank you. They love my Purple Rain shirt. In honor of Prince, his birthday was yesterday. He would have been 48. I mean, 58. That's my age. He would have been 58. I've never seen someone get up so fast they're falling. I don't think Ben is human.
I know. He is so wiry. That's like a word that I have for him. He just like bounces right up from anything.
He's so good. I like they said that. And Luke says, hola. Okay. So meanwhile, so now I watched it because you watched the show first before I did.
Yeah.
And I now realize we didn't know Rhonda and Jeremy, who's the engagement party they're throwing for. We didn't know them. They're from Riley's job.
Okay.
And so that was the device to bring Riley and Danny into each other's orbits.
Okay.
And that was the whole point. We didn't know them.
I was like, wait a minute, like I don't remember these people.
Yeah, folks out there, do you know them? Because I don't think I remember those two at all in any former episode.
Yeah, and you just watched all the episodes like yesterday.
Yeah, I just binged them all, so I don't remember them at all. So I was like, but I think that was the point, kind of like they were just somebody, they were a device that basically Danny and Riley brought them together.
Yeah,
that's the point, to remind them of what's going on.
Yep.
So there's that, and then let's see. So then we got Riley, who decides we're not going to tell anybody we split.
Right.
At this engagement party. They have the planet.
Yep.
So the mothers are there. They're trading barbs.
Yep.
Going back and forth. And they're saying, no, we're not going to tell anybody. And this is the line that I love. This line made me laugh so hard from Danny. Because Riley says, bring your happy face.
Yeah.
And Danny says, I'll bring 3 happy faces because I'm sure you'll make 2 of them mad. It just made me laugh.
I know. I was like, I haven't heard that one before.
No.
I like that one.
I know. Maybe it just made me really laugh. And it made me laugh hard on that.
I'm going to use that
one.
one.
I know it was a good one. I was like, and she just goes, whatever. And then Rhonda calls, but he did a FaceTime, I guess, and starts praising them. And oh my God, I wish we were like you too. And
they're like, great. Like now we really are stuck in this. We can't get out of this. We got to pretend like we're together. And then you kind of see this moment in between them where they're kind of like, oh, like we brought them together, and they're like, nope, emotions, can't do that.
They're really doing it to us, aren't they? And you guys agree in here too. They're really pulling us with them because they're finally supposed to be together.
I know. I'm really upset with Riley. I'm like, come on.
I know.
He's not lying. Like I said that last week, but I swear he's not lying.
He's not lying.
He loves her so much. He's treating her better than any man has ever treated Riley.
I know.
And she's still walking away when she put up with all of Ben's crap.
Yes, I know. I agree with you.
Come on, Riley.
Come on, Riley. Pull together.
Come on.
That's crazy. I don't understand.
Perrin.
So now Jennifer and Bonnie decide that they see how much they still love each other and they're going to work together, which is kind of funny. So we know if they're going to work together, it's going to be kind of crazy.
Yep.
And Bonnie says another line, which someone said it in here too. Boo, 69B said it. The best line. We're like Thelma and Hitler. And to be clear, you're Hitler.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Yes.
I love that line.
That was great.
It was a good line, and they liked that in here too. I was like, that's so funny. She delivers a line just like nobody else. So they're gonna help each other out. So we got that ready to go.
Yep.
Well, Ben does his due at the best way I can say it on being PG rated.
Yep.
At the sperm bank, and a couple comes in, and then what happens?
She and her husband decide, you know what, we really like this guy. You know, we would like sample cut, blah, 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 blah. And this guy right here, and it's Ben, of course.
Like, Tucker's like, oh, no one's going to pick, out of the thousands of people that are in here, no one's going to pick you.
And they decide to pick. And then we see this lovely moment with Giselle and Tucker at the restaurant. And she's like, hey, look, this is crazy. I'm not allowed to say this, but since we're, you know, dating, it's cool. Like, your friend Ben is going to be a dad because they chose him. And it was one of those moments where we were like, oh, great. Like, we're going to have a little other baby Ben running around.
Right.
We already have Emma. Like, can you imagine?
Oh, my God. Well, Danny says that. Which was funny. There's another great line. I tell you, there's a lot of lines tonight that maybe just really stood out for me.
Yeah.
When she's like, how was your day or whatever, and he goes, and Tucker says, is it wrong for me not to want to hear about your day?
Yeah.
I think it's so funny. And Ben, and then he tells Ben, he goes, I won't tell Ben anything. It's between, I won't betray your confidence. Runs over to Ben, of course, and
Runs
tells him.
right over.
And then Ben asks Danny for advice, and Danny brings up what you just said. Just like, you already have Emma, why would you want to bring another kid into the world? You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, that's kind of real.
And then he has that creepy dream where Emma's like talking to him,
That-
and he's like, "Oh my gosh!" And then Emma's like basically like, "You screwed up."
Well, another great line. So I wrote down all these lines tonight. It's all the lines. Nice job, Dad. Wait till I grow up and date my own brother.
That's scary because that could happen. That could happen. There's not like a big chance, but it could happen in this world. We've seen crazier things happen.
Well, as a person, I can say this on TV because it's all common knowledge of my family, but I found out I had a sister later.
Wow.
So we didn't date or anything like that. But she's way younger than I am. But I found I had a sister. I got a phone call and it was like, hi, I'm your sister. So you can find out sometimes later as an adult you have a sibling.
Do you talk to her?
Oh, yeah, me and Allison, her name's Allison. Hi, Allison.
Wow.
We're
That's
very close.
so awesome.
We're very close. So we same father, different mothers. And so, yeah, I was like, oh my God. It was just kind of like, it can't happen, I guess.
That's really cool. And that's awesome that it worked out where you guys were able to talk.
Yeah, she's really funny.
That's so cool.
And she thinks I'm the best, so. Of course
That's
it works out.
awesome. Why wouldn't she, right?
Hello, that's why it works out. Marcel says, I hope that the Riley Ben wagon doesn't come back.
Really?
Someone else says, I just want to shake Riley and say, stop being an idiot.
Yep.
Another one, they need to bring a more permanent relationship to Ben that's not Riley.
Mm-hmm. They've tried that a few times, and every time Ben screws it up.
Well,
He
they
always
brought up the whole, Sam got in bed with him in the last season, earlier in the season, last bit of go around, and he brushed it off because he said he wanted homegirl, which I'm blanking on her name all of a sudden.
I know. And then she has her baby daddy.
She has her baby daddy is back, and now they're working it out. So it's like, it's kind of a weird triangle, kind of.
Yep.
Kind of a
crazy.
triangle. That's crazy. So they're safe at the engagement party, and Jennifer and Bonnie are working it out. Oh, but right before that, when Danny walks in with the case of champagne, he's like, didn't you bring champagne already? And he's like, oh, this is for Mom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Right. I love that.
my
'Cause
kind of
Bonnie
mom.
has to have her own, right?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. So they're there, and the mothers are they're trading barbs with each other at the same time, trying to get Riley and Danny to kind of talk and remember. I love that they're fighting about the treehouse.
Yeah.
We also remember Riley was fat. That was the whole big joke that she was
Yeah.
fat a long time ago. That he loved her when she was fat.
Yep.
Didn't matter. He did. Almost like a Chandler Monica thing, because Monica on Friends was
Monica
fat.
was, yeah.
Remember the flashback? She was fat.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Totally.
I never thought just now. I was like, oh yeah, there's a whole thing about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
she was fat.
Like parallel there.
Yeah. So they're trying to get them together, trying to make them work it out, and they're trading. They're helping them, but trading bars with each other.
Right.
Well, when someone's fat, the tree they'll fall through the treehouse, and it's like all the bills, broken wrist, and there's a whole funny thing. She pushes homegirl off the ladder to fall into Danny's arms.
Right.
And nothing like that. But then it goes awry, of course, because the two adults can't handle themselves.
No.
And they're fighting over the punch.
Yep.
That was green. It was like lime green.
It was like lemonade / punch. I don't know. But the important thing was that it ended up all over Riley. And Bonnie took advantage of the situation by holding the cup underneath her shirt while Riley was wringing it out in her cup because Bonnie was thirsty. So what else was she supposed to do?
Yes, I know. That was so funny. She was like, squeeze it in here. And I thought that's totally me. That's totally me. I think me and Bonnie are like twins.
Yes.
I understand that a lot. So then, so we had talked about the dream already, so that's fine. So Ben's going to go back to the sperm bank. I love the sight gag when he's like, I left something here yesterday, and she pulls out a lost and found box.
Right. I know. She's like, oh, this happens all the time. It's no big deal. And he pulls it out. Or no, he doesn't pull
he doesn't pull it out.
He doesn't pull anything out.
This is a family show, Dakota.
My bad.
Oh my God.
She pulls out the lost and found box. And he's like, wait a minute, I was talking about my donation. And she's like, you already signed that right away.
That's right. And she even brought Tucker on. And Tucker's like, well, give it back to him. She's like, if I give it back to him, he loses whatever, and you lose a date. He's like, never mind.
He's like, all right, looks like you signed the contract. You can't get out of it now.
Nope. And the couple's there.
The couple is there, and she is ready to be...
Inseminated. Ben-Seminated.
Lack of a better term.
I know. See, I brought it back.
And... yeah, so that was kind of like one of those moments.
That's going on.
That's going on right when he's trying to get this back, and then what does Ben decide he wants to do?
He decides to go as a doctor.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I mean, of course, obviously, this happens only on comedies.
Dr. Wheeler.
Yeah, Dr. Wheeler finds some scrubs and a mask and everything, and goes in, and she's trying to find actually his stuff.
Yep.
I'm trying to find ways to say it. It's like stuff.
The ways to say it without actually saying it. But little Tucker decides that he wants to get involved while all that's going on.
Yes.
And so she's saying, she puts it on the table. Pretty
It's
much.
like just sitting there on the counter.
Sitting there on the counter, and is this Ben's? I cannot tell you that legally. And then basically he takes it and runs.
So when you wrote your notes, he showed me his notes before I saw the show. He's like, here's right here. Tucker steals sperm.
You were like, what am I going to watch
I was like, what am I going to watch? So then now I get it, obviously.
Now you get it.
Now I get it. Meanwhile, Ron and Jeremy's they're having their party at the place. They're at the coffee shop or whatever. They have a place there. And so now they're about to make a toast.
Uh-huh.
Turn up the sound system. Which I thought, okay, they turned the sound like, okay. And it was kind of fun. You could hear Bonnie and Jennifer screaming because they've been locked away
in the freezer. Kitchen place.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't super cold, I guess.
Because it wasn't that cold because they weren't shivering.
No, they weren't at all. I was like,
Because Bonnie had the microphone left on her shirt.
Yeah, because she made a toast early that went awry.
Right.
Of course.
So basically it comes out that Rhonda may or may not be a lesbian.
Oh, so funny. She's like, yeah, she might be a lesbian.
Right. And it's kind of, it's one of those things where it was kind of sad because, the mothers are fighting, but at the same time, they're talking about how Ben and Riley, or not Ben, whoa, I'm going to get in trouble for that.
Yeah,
Danny and Riley.
Yes, because they're already like,
were meant to be together. And so it's kind of funny how even though they hate each other, that kind of brings them together, a common ground to help their children. And, they're trying to run and turn the sound system off. And basically fall on top of each other.
Another slapstick thing.
Yep.
Falls right in there. She falls on top of them. They lay next to each other. And they continue to hear, because I wrote this down, if Danny and Riley can't make it, who can? They are perfect.
Didn't that just like...
We're all feeling like, oh, come on, you two. I mean, come on.
I was originally team Ben and Riley, and I switched over recently.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm all for Danny and Riley now.
I'll give you points. I was kind of two at first. Like I binge watched it, so I made it went by really fast.
Yeah.
My emotions all went fast.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, Danny and Riley should be together.
Danny's just a perfect gentleman, and I feel like he's really gonna get Riley, or help Riley have an amazing future with him. Together they make a perfect couple, and they're gonna treat each other right. And hopefully they can get over this little speed bump. Yeah,
and Danny, I mean, Derek Theler plays a great part because he's a big lovable goof.
Yeah.
Who's like, he's this big giant guy, and like he doesn't play like the, I can't even say those words, of a jock or anything. He's like, he's really lovable and gentlemanly and just wants to be, and he loves her. He wants to be there for her.
Yeah.
I love Danny and Riley, but I'm happy with what the writers are doing with them. In season 5, in season 5A, they had the first episode for them, then they got together, and that was that.
Yeah.
This that season was more about Ben moving on, and now with this breakup, we have more time for them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay, meanwhile, Jeremy storms out. We don't know who they are. Jeremy storms out. Rhonda's like, she was just my roommate. Kind of sight gag there, too. And then the two of them lay there and they decide to work it out. She says, as friends, he says, I'll be okay with that if you say for now. That was a cute moment. I know,
because she said, we got to find a way to work this out. And I was thinking, oh, good, we're going to work this out as friends.
She said as friends.
And I wasn't even thinking she was going to say for now.
No, me either. I thought she was not going to say it.
And she said it. It gave me a little hope.
It did.
Is that
me
safe
too.
to say?
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I really was excited because I thought she was going to give another chance. And then she just kind of left him hanging high and dry again.
But no, she said for now.
For now. I don't know how much for now is. Is for now like a few episodes or is for now a few seasons?
Are we still going to be on season 5 for like 8,000 episodes? I don't know. So, but yes, I felt hope, and that was fine. And then we go back to the couple again. They always throw in these little serious moments, and he gets first Tucker gets exposed for he ran off with the sperm.
Yeah.
And then Giselle goes in and exposes Ben, finds Ben there, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And the couple starts talking about how they really want to have a child and how hard it is.
Yeah.
And he sees it, he's like, "Oh my God, I'm so blessed that I have Emma." I know how hard it was. I was like, it's just a serious subject, actually. People are wanting to have kids and they can't.
Yeah. And
having to go to sperm banks for, get that kind of stuff, and it's just not easy.
No.
And so they decided he wanted to help them after all.
And then the sperm is gone, and he's like, you know what, I can get some soon. And I was thinking, oh wow, so Ben's maybe gonna have another child.
Yeah.
But then
they're gonna call police.
They're gonna call the police.
Right.
911 all the way.
Yeah,
and I don't
like,
blame him because
a little weird.
Little
She almost exposed herself to this fake doctor.
Kind of scary.
When I get going to stir up, she's like, "Oh no, thank God she didn't." Jeez, but I thought it was cute that he's learning, like what he learned in the last episode.
Yeah.
With the other baby daddy, that it's just like being a parent and all this. It's a really interesting life.
Yeah.
And I know it personally. I know how it is. So I know how it is. And at the very end, of course, a little teaser of Bonnie and Jennifer drinking a champagne. Again, it must be a refrigerator, not a freezer.
Yeah, it can't be. They seem totally fine.
Yeah, they were just having a good time, just chucking it down and
talking about how everyone should move on and it's okay. Let bygones be bygones. And then Bonnie whips out the line, "Oh well, I kind of slept with your husband before you guys got together."
Yes.
You did what?
I know. It's like, they'll be frenemies, I guess, at this point. Frenemies are fun, I guess.
Yes, they are.
More fun for us.
Yeah.
So it was a great. It was a fun episode, like I said, of an interesting topic.
Yeah. Very, very interesting topic.
On Freeform.
I know. As soon as I saw the title of the episode, I was like, all right, this is going to be a wild
Well, didn't you
ride.
say last time, like, it was like Freeform is actually, they're really doing something they didn't do when they were ABC Family.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that the name change was definitely because of that. They were ready to get down and dirty.
I guess so. It was Freeform.
Yes, it was.
How are the ratings for the show in the USA? Do you guys think they'll have a 6th season, maybe more? I think the ratings good, so we just started again. So I'm not sure.
The ratings are good, and from what I've understood, we have a 6th season ordered. I believe so.
Okay, we'll look it up. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know.
By next show, we'll let you know. Well, actually, you won't be here next show.
I will not be here next show, so I'm
so
going
sad.
to be sending in like a predictions video or something like that.
Okay, you can do that.
That'll be fun.
Yes, I'm going to have another Missourian in the house, Cameron
Yes.
Lewis. He will be here. He loves the show. I actually watched it with him. That's how I got into the whole
cool.
show. So I have another person from Missouri here.
Yeah,
but it won't be you.
Fun.
It won't
I'm going to be sad to miss it, but you guys are going to have a lot of fun.
Yes, but he'll be back after that.
Yes, I will be back.
So tell folks where they can actually find you on social media.
Yes, you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones.
Now you said the YouTube, and it's like, okay. And you can find these shows on YouTube and iTunes under Baby Daddy. We have a Baby Daddy thing. Go on there, rate us. Make some comments. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about us or the show. And again, we will talk to you. And so it's going on. Use the hashtag ABTV, Baby Daddy at either of our Twitter handles. Of course, I'm at James Lott Jr. with Jr. spelled out. And you can follow me on YouTube, of course, at the Super Organizer James Lott Jr. Subscribe to me. You can see all my after shows here at AFTERBUZZ TV. They're on there. They're on there. Thank you so much for watching us. We'll see you next time, right?
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.